Hey, good evening, sports fans. It's Mark again with another learning how to play Deathride Curse, the series. Today I'm using the Helfia Pass game. As you see in front of you is the map, and there's some KTX markers marking some important ranges. And this is a hypothetical. I'm just going to go through an example of opportunity fire, and also and then a regular fire example. And we'll go through this. Will be fairly detailed. So let me explain a little bit first, just to catch people up that maybe haven't seen my other video or it's been a while. So what we're going to do first is we're going to look, and we have up on there we go. So this is a German platoon. It's a platoon of 88s. Oh, I'm trying to keep it in focus, right? So we'll go top, left to right. Okay. Top, left to right. Let's see here. There we go. Oh, that's much better. Top, left to right. You have secondary. Right, that's secondary firepower going left to right. Primary firepower, it's a plus weapon, and this platoon has a defense of 6. The bottom numbers are the range for the secondary weapon, and it's also a short range, and then the max range for the primary weapon. The blue means it's a soft target when it's shot at. And like I said, this is anti-aircraft, but it is a platoon of 88s. And hypothetically, they would be normally in the game in an improved position or something. So this is at the top of the hill. This is a hill here, not a lot of terrain in this game. This is also an infantry platoon. And once again, left to right in the top, secondary firepower, primary firepower. Minus weapons, defense 8, and the bottom is the range for the secondary, primary, and then movement. All right. Assaulting or moving towards a British objective. These are Matildas. I got 3 Matilda platoons here. Not going to go over the numbers again. We will notice the defense of 13s in brown. That means this is a hard target. They're tanks. They also have movement. The bottom right is 16 in yellow. That's for tracked. All right, so let's get right to it. One of the things that I really like about this system, and this is not optimally, you have no artillery or anything, but here's how opportunity fire works. I'm going to zoom in just a little bit there. I don't know if that's better, but anyways, so you'll notice up here, like I said, the defensive position. So that being said, you have choices. And let's just say we're going to move, you threw some artillery, they're in improved positions, whatever. No fact. Like I said, this is all hypothetical. I just want to show you how it works. KTX markers, the reason I have these on here, and I don't use them in a game, but just for the purposes of this video, this is 9 hexes away from the 88s, which if you remember is the primary weapons range there on the bottom, right, the 9. The reason I marked the second row is because it's less than 7 hexes away from the 88s, which I'll show you why that's important when I go through the modifiers. So let's go ahead, and I'm just going to go through. You could move individually, and I'm going to, for opportunity fire's sake, so let's just, for example 1, we're going to move the whole stack, or movement of 16. It's all desert. Everything costs 1 movement point. So we're going to go 1. I'm not going to take a shot with the 88s, even though that's in range, because they're moving as a stack. I have 2 88s, which is going to be the most effective. I want to wait till they get within the 7 hexes. So they're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, now they're less than 7 hexes away. What does that mean? Oh, well, I'm going to declare an opportunity shot. I'm going to see how many factors I get in there. Now, here's the interesting thing with deathride, the curse series. You can shoot at the whole stack. You can shoot at one unit in the stack. You can shoot at one unit. You get to pick. The only thing is, if you do a shot and say there was infantry in here, you couldn't do the whole stack. You'd have to pick a type. In other words, I'm going to shoot at the tanks, or I'm going to shoot at the infantry, right, for each shot. So, I don't want to get... So anyways, so we're going to declare a shot now with the 88s. So the first thing we're going to do, obviously going back to the counter, and I'm trying to, right? We are not within short range, okay? But the short range being the secondary on the bottom far left. But we are within the regular range, and we're less than 7. So we're going to be able to shoot the primary weapons. There's 2 platoons. I'm going to shoot both. I'm going to shoot one of them, for argument's sake. And I'll show you why in a minute. So that's worth 6 factors to start off with. So the first thing you do is you got to pull out the firepower table. Okay? So German and British German units with plus, these are 88s, they have the plus weapon, remember? Let's see here. I'm just trying to be really clear. See the plus? Right before the defense? And we're only going to shoot 1 platoon. So that's going to be 6 factors, and we're going to, for purposes of this, we're going to shoot at one thing. Like I said, this is opportunity fire. So it's a hard target we're shooting at. Remember, the circle in the defense is brown, so it's a hard target. It's not at short range, so it's going to be 1 time. So it's going to be 6 factors, and we're going to shoot at 1 tank, which has a defense of 13. All right. So you take 6, 13 is less than half to 1. And let me show you how the table here works, and then we're going to go through the modifiers. So we're going to be over here on the half to 1 table. Okay, and where this is, remember, this is opportunity fire, and I'm going to use this. I'm going to show you an opportunity, and then I'm going to show you what the modifiers would be if it's direct. So let's go through. So obviously, this is a modifier-driven game. Okay, there we go. So the target is not adjacent. But I get a +2 to my die roll because they're plus weapons versus medium and hard targets at less than 7 hexes away. Once again, that's why I waited till they got within 6, right? Now, if I had more units, more units firing into a different face, you also get these modifiers. It's at a lower elevation. I'm on a hill, they're not. So I get a +1 there. So that's +3 to the die roll so far. Firing at a target 1 level higher, no. Defenders dug in, no. Defenders, so as you can read through these, and none of these apply. Nope, not containing the wire marker. No close air support. Opportunity or defensive fire. Yes, so that's a -3. And we're obviously not moving, so we had a +3 and then a -3. So it's less than half to 1, so it's on this table here. So with the modifiers, we need a 9 or a 10. So let's see, got a 7. Oh, but your best result would have been a 9 or a 10, which you would have scored a suppression 1 or a suppression 2 on the 1 tank. Okay. And then you would follow the instructions for what the effects of that are, which I believe would have to, since you got a suppression, would have to immediately quit moving. And then you would mark it with the suppression marker on the red side. Okay, And we should start with the red. And the rest of the stack would continue moving towards. Now here's why I only shot the one platoon, because now I'm basically going to let them get right up to here where they have to stop, because their next move they'll have to move up, and that's in the terrain effects where basically vehicles take all their movement. But I'm going to go ahead and take another, I'm not going to roll it, but I'll show you what the effects of the other opportunity fire would have been, why I did that. Because now I'm within the 4 hex short range. Remember that? German plus weapons. Now I'm 1.5. So that's a 9. Okay? Remember, they have a 6. At 1.5 short range is under 4 hexes. Once again. Okay? See the range of 4 down there? Alright, now, so you would go through the modifiers, roll the die, right, and still have the -3, but at a 1.5 would be, you'd be up on the, I believe, the 1/2 table, shooting at 1 tank. Yes, 1/2. You wouldn't quite make it up to the 3/4 to 1 table. Alright, so that being said, now let's pretend you've done your movement, gone through the phase, and it's the German turn. Now, I'm going to do just a direct fire. Basically, it's the same exact procedure. In fact, it is the exact same procedure. You're just not going to have the -3. And the Germans, they have plus weapons. Those 88s now are going to be firing at the stack adjacent or both ones. So that'd be 18 factors. And this is where, you can do some math. You can make a decision. I'm going to go ahead and fire the 18 at two of the tanks. Or actually, I'm going to do all 3. And I actually don't know if that's good math or bad math or whatever, but that would be 18 divided by all 3 is 39, because their defense is 13. So that's a little under 1/2. So we're going to be on the 1/2 table. But if you go through the modifiers, and you can see I need an 8 or higher, but I'm going to get that plus 2 for the less than 7 hexes. I'm also going to get plus 1, so that's plus 3 to my die roll. So basically, I have a 50. Let's see, am I missing any other modifiers? No. If I had some air support, I could get some more there. Not defensive, the adjacent opportunity. Yeah. Let's see, I'm not moving. So you can see with a plus 3, even at 1/2 odds, I have about a 50, actually a 50-50 chance of laying a suppression on there. And, so once a unit gets to 5 suppressions, they're dead. And it also messes up their chance. Now tanks, your elite or armor, you can move, if you're suppressed, you cannot move closer to an enemy unit unless you're suppressed. Unless you're elite or your armor. And obviously these are armor. So, that being said, I hope that that was helpful. I didn't realize I'm going to have to, hopefully this was helpful. It ran a little bit long, but what I covered was opportunity fire and direct fire. And let me say this really quick here. I know I should really quick. Let me tell you how opportunity fire works. Say I decided to move 1 tank instead of the whole stack. These guys can shoot. And when they stop, you go back here, guess what? They're reset, they can shoot. So if you moved them all individually, you would give these guys 4 different shots, like 4 opportunities to shoot. So, and it can depend on the situation, what you're trying to do, but normally, in my experience, it's been better to move in stacks. So, anyways, hope that was helpful. This will be my second video. This covered opportunity fire and direct fire. Thanks. Have a great day.